Hello guys, today we'll talk about Transfigured melee skill gems. I found 6 very potential melee skill gems that I played before. I can talk about every melee skill gems, but some of it I didn't play much, so we will only talk about melee skill that I know more. Before we start, I want to mention you guys, when we review the melee skill gems, we should watch out more about the base damage and attack speed. If we don't, we will miss something really good or overrated some skills. So let's get started. The first one, and also the rank one for me, is Lightning Strike of Arcing. Lightning Strike of Arcing's base damage get nerfed by 25%. The added lightning damage is still there, that surprised me a little bit. And now we have plus 9 times to chain and also 10% more damage per chain. It say per chain, not per remaining chain, or each time they have chained, means no matter what, we will gain additional 90% more damage. If you have no idea how powerful is this, I can show you something. This is path of building of my Lightning Strike build in Ancestor League. It's a rider with the Flackling helmet versions. If I add 90% more damage on my gear, the projectile DPS grow to 53 million from 28 million. Some of my viewers ask me, should we run this build with Deadeye? My answer is no. We can far shot from the Flackling, we gain extra projectiles from the Fan of Blades notable, we can use GMP before that, and we already have plus 9 time to chain, that give us 90% more damage, plus 1 chain from Ricochet Ascendancy only give us 10% more damage. So I don't think we should invest on chain anymore. We'll test Nimitz versions and normal versions of this build next week, so you can subscribe if you don't want to miss it. Next we have Molten Strike of Zenith. Every 5th attack fire 5 additional projectiles, and projectiles deal 1000% more damage with hits and ailments. 1000 more damage with hits and ailments is a crazy number, but there are still many hidden questions and blind spot about these skill gems. 80% attack speed penalty is the one, 130% base attack damage is another one, and it requires 2-handed melee weapon. Poison build is set right now, I know. We can still use original sin to convert all elemental damage to chaos damage, but the build price is very expensive already, and 2-handed melee weapon with 80% attack speed penalty is something, right? As we know, 2-handed melee weapon normally slow. We have 1.5 or 1.45 attack per second weapons, but they basically have low critical strike chance. But 2-handed melee weapon have bigger weapon damage. That's good for the gem because they also remove added fire damage on the gem. The skill will still very powerful, that's what I believe. But I just want to mention you guys, it's not that easy to get the 1000% more damage. And also multi-strike hits count as 1 hit or 3 hits, also a question. It's possible only count as 1 hit with all multi-strike hits, right? We know some of the melee skill work like that, like Infernal Blow. Hopefully this one will working well. Next we have Cleave of Rage. Cleave of Rage base attack damage buff from 237% to 300%. This is big number, and they remove added physical damage on the gems. We can get it back very easy with the big number of base damage, so we can use elemental damage weapon without struggle. And now we generate 2 rage per hit without cooldown. The gem didn't say have limit, right? For what I know, rage regenerate normally will tell no more than once every 1 second or something, so the gem didn't tell, it means there are no limit, right? We also gain up to 2 meters of radius if we have 60 rage. I don't know how good is it, but free rage is already insane to me. You can use any ascendancy and gain free rage, that's cool. but the skill require dual wielding axe and sword. Another Veranastra build maybe, we'll try it next league anyway. Next we have Big Boy Consecrated Path of Endurance. This skill is insane to me. This skill's base damage is nerfed to 180% from 230% with the original versions, and now have 2-second cooldown. We can bypass by expanding and endurance charges. It worked like Flicker Strike, and now we gain 10% more area of effect and attack damage per endurance charges. The best thing about this gem is they keep 30% more damage with hit to closer target, so that's we have 2 layers of % more damage only from the gems. Another Slayer build for sure, we'll try it next league. Next we have Ground Slam of Earthshaking. They buffed the base damage from 188% to 340%. It's almost double the base damage. The gems also increase anger by 100%. 20% more damage to closer target seems like mercy from GGG, but overall this will be very potential, at least on map clearing. This one not very insane I know, but still very interesting to me. The last one will be Wild Strike of Extreme. I believe many players mess up Wild Strike and Elemental hits. Elemental hit will only deal the chosen elemental damage. Like if Elemental hit chose fire, it will only deal fire damage, but Wild Strike can deal all type of damage even they are not chosen. Just a little mentions. And the gem say hits treat enemy monster elemental resistance value as invert. This is insane, right? It worked like Raketa stance, but the cost is also insane. This is so bad. 28 mana, life and energy shield is just so bad. It basically double or triple mana of other melee skills. At least I have no idea how to solve it right now. Trickster maybe? I don't know. So this is the video today. Just mention some of the downside of the skill. We'll still discuss part 4 or part 5 if they are interesting to me. Hope you still like the video. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.